Hello everybody and welcome back to Luka Plays. If it's your first time here, double welcome to you. Also, I love you. Today, we are going to take a quick little look at Lucifer Within Us in lieu of there being a long play Sunday this week, and maybe for the foreseeable future, because I think I want to make the stream content exclusive to stream and YouTube content exclusive to YouTube. So this is like an investigation game, and it looks really interesting. KC Explosion has talked extensively about this game on Twitter, enough so that she convinced me to take a look at it myself and see what it's all about. It seems cool. It seems interesting. KC has good taste in games. Her curator page on Steam is borderline useless to me because I already own all the games that she recommends, but this is one that she actually properly recommended to me, so that's cool.
Sister Ada, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Virgil, Chief Inquisitor at St. Walpurgis Abbey.
Cool.
We may be in need of your talents as an exorcist.
Cool.
You can survey the evidence yourself, but I think you will agree.
I see some bullshit over here that doesn't look good. That doesn't look great.
Has there truly been a murder?
It seems so. A respected priestess, Mother Miriam, passed this morning under suspicious circumstances. A demon
How?
may be present here, even now, possessing someone.
How'd she die?
What happened exactly?
Thank you.
Mother Miriam was only recently appointed as successor to Abbot Gregory.
Okay.
This morning, she came to the workshop to receive her coronet of office.
Something went wrong with the installation.
Yes, to put it mildly.
Wait,
The coronet oversurged, killing Mother Miriam.
this like
Brace yourself for the sight.
technology
Then
shit?
The workshop operators, Gideon and Reuben, are the prime suspects. They are brothers, right?
Yes, but it's highly out of character for Gideon or Reuben
Well,
to kill
yeah, typically it's out of character for anybody to kill anybody.
Even so, they were the only ones.
Unless they're a cop, in which case cops kill people all the time because they're pigs.
Daemons nurture our sinful desires into unthinkable actions, Virgil. One of the brothers has surely been seduced by a daemon.
Well, not necessarily.
Whoever it is, I will unmask his lies and cast out the daemon within him.
May Einsoff's will be done. Amen.
To
Amen.
exorcise a daemon, we must uncover 4 things.
Cool.
First, the suspect.
Obviously,
We
yeah.
must identify which sinner is possessed by a daemon.
I feel like you're not talking to Virgil anymore. You're just talking directly to me, huh?
The opportunity. When exactly was the murder committed? We can pinpoint the opportunity by analyzing each suspect's testimonies. Third, the means by which the murder has been committed.
Uh-huh.
The means can be found among the physical evidence at the scene of the incident. Fourth, the motive of the murderer, which can be found in their inner world.
Their what, sorry?
The motive will tell us which daemon possesses the sinner.
Very well.
Oh, you were talking to Virgil
We work.
the whole time. Is he? Wait, no, he's gonna work with us? Is he like our partner? Oh, is this like a CRPG sort of situation going on? Okay. I will talk to Gideon.
This is madness! I will not suffer this injustice!
Uh-huh.
I am Gideon the Grand, the greatest cyber...
Oh, I hate you already.
I am blessed. I don't know what went wrong this morning. My hands are guided by the divine.
I see only gaudy trinkets here.
Wow, rude.
Mother Miriam died by your hands. Is that not so?
Why is that not voiced? Mother Miriam was my patron. She led me like a son. I did nothing wrong. The consecration chamber must have been compromised. Sister Ada is here to seek the truth, Gideon. You have nothing to fear if you are innocent. Please hear Gideon's testimony, Sister Ada, and judge for yourself if he speaks true. Testimony of a suspect is divided into events. You can access detailed descriptions of events by hovering over them. You can manipulate the timeline marker to navigate to any moment in the testimony. Alright. Let's listen to what Gideon has to say.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident.
Of course you were. You seem like the confident type. What's... Oh, is this showing like the actual moments of it too?
To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber.
Alright.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplifier.
Wait a second. Let's re-examine what he said about Miriam's arrival.
Mother Miriam came to me.
Interesting. Gideon does not mention Reuben being present while greeting Mother Miriam. Let's select Miriam's arrival and ask Gideon about it. Good. I should remember that I can ask a suspect about any statement in a testimony. Oh, this is like Ace Attorney. Were you alone when greeting Mother Miriam? Yes, I was certain I was alone then. He insisted he was alone. I wonder if Reuben will corroborate this. For now, let's finish hearing the rest of his testimony.
To prepare. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
Okay. Is there like a... Can I go faster? See, like, this is a prime opportunity for him to set it so that she would die, right? This goes by pretty slowly.
We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Chamber? Oh. That seems like bad.
Then I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself. The aether output was within safe ranges.
How did she not notice that something was wrong? Oh god, her head exploded. I've heard enough. Let's leave him for now. Oof, that's fucking brutal. Alright, we should talk to Reuben, I guess?
An exorcist? Surely there are no demons here, though. This was an accident, wasn't it?
Sure.
Gideon is possessed. That would mean he did it on purpose. Horrible.
Right.
You must be the elder brother.
Yes, my name is Reuben Garamond. I am responsible for the engineering and design of our implants.
How did Mother Miriam die, exactly?
It was a completely preventable accident.
Uh-huh.
Mother Miriam died because Gideon deliberately flouted the ceremonial guidelines for his
Oh.
own glory. Gideon may be my flesh and blood, but he must take responsibility for his negligence.
Let us hear what Reuben has to say. Keep in mind that Reuben's testimony may differ greatly from Gideon's version of events. If an event is corroborated by another suspect's testimony, it will be marked as verified on the timeline. Ooh, cool. So it has... Oh, that's cool. Let's listen to what Reuben has to say.
Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration ceremony, but she wanted something extravagant. Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so is highly dangerous.
So he does say...
Gideon convinced
that they
her to
greeted
move
each
forward
other
with the
together.
ceremony
That they greeted her
anyway.
together.
Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
I'm gonna skip this.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
Okay. Oh, so that's what he was yelling about. I've heard enough. Let's leave him for now. Wait, no.
Gideon could...
You and Gideon greeted Mother Miriam together? That's right. Mother Miriam is our patron, so I insisted on being present. Now that we've heard the testimony from each suspect, let's think carefully. There is only one truth to the chain of events of this morning, and I doubt that either brother has told it to us. Ooh, I can't read apparently. So we must rely on Ein Soft's greatest gifts to us, our minds. There are 3 ways we should consider what we've discovered. First way is deduction, since there can only be one truth if 2 things don't align, one or both of them are false. If Gideon and Reuben do not agree on something, someone is lying. Or, if what they say do not match the evidence I find, then they must be lying. Second is induction. I should base my theory based on what I discover. If my theory does not align with any of the testimonies or evidence that I find, then I should discard it. If 2 theories are both possible, then I should prefer the one that has more information that supports it. That said, induction alone is usually not enough. Finally, abduction. I must hypothesize what could have happened, filling gaps in information with my imagination. This is the fastest and most powerful way of thinking, but also the most fraught. I should engage in each of the 3 ways in order to uncover the truth. Alright, let's do investigate. The coronet blueprints, a valuable piece of physical evidence. A new entry is now added to your evidence panel, which can be found in the lower left of your display. There you can access detailed information about the coronet blueprints. You must present them to the suspects in order to discover any contradictions. Plans for constructing the ether coronet. The purpose of the device seems to amplify the user's ether output. The components are amplifier, casing, and limiter. What's this? Found on Reuben's workstation. Plans for restoring a relic that was recently brought to St. Walpurgis by Father Augustine. Ah. Interesting. A spear? A new piece of evidence. Let's examine it now. Used to activate and control the consecration chamber. Usage records show that the ether output during the ceremony was well beyond safe ranges. Alright. That's the limiter right there. Found in Gideon's workspace in pristine condition. Component is required to safely install the coronet without causing an ether oversurge. Place the coronet and recipient in the chamber. The performer and the recipient pray in silence. Begin the song to start modulating the ether. Intensify the ether output by bringing the performance to a crescendo. Let's examine the body. Wow, it really doesn't want me to... Is there like... Hold on. Is there like camera scroll? It doesn't really seem to be, huh? I can zoom in and out. I can zoom way in for some reason. The body is completely unharmed, but her head has exploded into a mess of blood and bone fragments. Yeah, I can see that. Found near Mother Miriam's body, parts of the amplifier component and bits of the casing have survived the explosion. Well, alright. He took the limiter off, which is clearly not good. Used to open and close the consecration chamber, only operable from outside the chamber. Usage records show that it was opened twice this morning. Anything else for me to look at here? Does not appear so. Let's talk to let's talk to Reuben real quick. Ask. You found it on Gideon's desk? It's no wonder that the coronet exploded. The imbecile must have forgotten to replace it after adjusting the coronet's amplification. Despicable. I'm gonna ask about that. This is what I was working on during the ceremony. Father Augustine, a visiting scholar, asked me to help restore this relic. I am quite proud of my work on it. It should be ready for tonight's mass. Wait. Visiting scholar who studies demons and the ether. Father Augustine is a scholar of demons and the etheric technologies. He's made truly remarkable discoveries in his theoretical works. Mother Miriam's coronet was built according to these exact specifications. If Gideon performed the ceremony correctly, the coronet would have been safe to install. For safety reasons, this button is the only way to open the consecration chamber's door. Corroboration, right. Corroboration, yes. Unverified. This is verified. This is verified. Specificity, no. But yes. Okay, let's leave. Now that I've discovered important pieces of evidence, let's ask the suspect about them. Let's select any evidence and ask him about it. Good. I should remember that I can ask a suspect about any evidence that I find. Is that Ruben's little chart? He sure loves making things complicated. True art comes from the soul. Nothing in that mess of lines and wires expresses the beauty of the coronet. Recognize this component, Gideon? It was found at your workstation. The coronet limiter. Impossible. But the explosion. How can it be undamaged? Someone must have removed it from the coronet prior to the ceremony. All but ensuring that the ceremony would end in a bloody mess. I had nothing to do with this. Why would I sabotage my own work? Why indeed? These door access records show that the chamber was sealed during the ceremony. There you have it. Proof that the ceremony was performed flawlessly. Perhaps, what's curious is that the door was opened twice. The first time was when Ruben opened the chamber to let Mother Miriam in. The second time was just before the ceremony started when you closed your eyes and prayed for guidance. With the one true God as my witness, I swear that is the truth. I kneeled and listened for his voice. It must have been Ruben who opened it for some reason. He was always skittish about the slightest possibility of malfunction. You know Augustine? My brother idolizes the man. I don't understand it. Theories and histories, pointless. He's practically your assistant. I want to ask him about this. Oh, no, yeah,
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before.
Ask. I have nothing to, like, accuse or contradict. Gideon claims that the ether output values were within safe ranges, but the control panel indicates otherwise. Let's present the control panel to him and unmask his lie. Oh. Is that what that said? Oh, yeah. I remember that. You lied, Gideon. The ceremony wasn't safe. The control panel's records show that the ether output values were in abnormally high ranges. Of course it was. Mother Miriam wanted the coronet as powerful as it could be. But I am Gideon the Grand. With my talents, I had it under control. I made no errors. Something else went wrong. I just don't know what. Gideon has amended his testimony. Let's examine maintain control. Good. This statement from Gideon's testimony is now verified for two reasons. Specificity. It has a shorter time frame and describes a clearer set of events. Physicality. Gideon's testimony now is consistent with the records from the control panel. I can assume that any verified statement like this is true. What's more, the contradiction weakened the suspect's resolve. His eye of providence glows, which allows me to enter his sanctum, the digital representation of his mind. Oh, is that what that is? Let's use his third eye to enter his sanctum and see what truly motivates this suspect. Whoa. Narcissist. Yeah, fucking clearly. Obviously. We only cracked the outer layer of his sanctum this time. Still, let's examine the psychological evidence that we found. Interesting. This information will help me discern which statements to trust. Let's quickly examine each statement in his testimony again. Excellent. Some of the statements are now supported by the suspect's psychology. Oh. Next, I must find correlations between the suspect's behavior and existing demons. Let's open the demonology. The demonology? Whoa. Lucifer the Proud. Beelzebub the Gluttonous. Chthonus the Vengeful. Lotan the Envious. Lucifer the Proud, I guess? If the suspect is possessed, there should be a psychological evidence that has a clear correlation with a demon. To obtain further psychological evidence, I must find more contradictions and present them to the suspect. Now that I have heard the testimony and gathered evidence, I can accuse the suspect. To accuse the suspect, I must establish the opportunity, means, and motive of the crime. I can try as many times as I wish, but there is only one true answer for each section. Let's try to establish the opportunity. Good. If it's a valid answer, the suspect will be forced to admit they could have committed the murder at that time. Otherwise, the suspect will give a counter-argument as to why that is impossible. You were the last person to handle the coronet. If the coronet was damaged during the events of this morning... Oh, I think I skipped that by accident. Means, for this, I need to present physical evidence. Good. Same as before, the suspect will accept my evidence if it is valid, and deny it if they can explain why I'm wrong. While you were adjusting the coronet, you removed the limiter. That's nonsense. You really think I would forget to replace the crown jewel of my masterpiece? Finally, let's establish the motive. I need to present a psychological evidence from their own sanctum. Narcissism? Why would that... Good. If he is the culprit, then presented with the correct motive, the demon within him will compel him to speak the truth. If not, he will deny my claim. You are a self-absorbed man. Everything you do feeds into your pride. To you, Mother Miriam was a mere prop for your masterpiece. You carelessly caused her death in pursuit of artistic glory. How dare you? I took the utmost care in everything I did for Mother Miriam. The coronet was designed to be worn by her. Without her, it will forever remain imperfect. I would never risk anything that could harm my work or Mother Miriam. I loved Mother Miriam. Why would I hurt her? The accusation was unsuccessful, which means I must investigate further. Let's cancel for now and leave the suspect. Okay.
Then I rose up, opened my eyes, and approached the control panel. I was ready to begin.
Did you hear or notice anything at this time? Come to think of it, I thought I heard something behind me. I don't remember exactly. My mind was focusing on the ceremony.
The aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber under control.
You've now admitted that the ceremony was risky. What makes you so confident that you maintained control? Because I'm a maestro. I remember every bit of my performance. Nothing that I did could overcome the coronet limiter.
Meanwhile, to prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber.
Why have Reuben do this? Why not open the chamber yourself? I did not want Mother Miriam to have to wait too long. Besides, menial work is all Reuben is good for anyway.
Meanwhile,
Oh, I see.
At my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
What exactly did you modify? I noticed the amplifier within... I modified the amplifier within to its maximum setting. To do so, I had to temporarily remove the limiter. But I made sure to replace it before taking it to the chamber.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecrations.
Yes, obviously Reuben agrees that Mother Miriam arrived at that time. Contradict? No, never mind.
Meanwhile, I adjusted.
The
aether output was dangerous.
I vaguely recall him coming up to me. I didn't hear him. I was too busy performing the ceremony.
It happened.
Alright. Curious. Reuben claims he went back to his workstation. What does Gideon say? Let's switch to his testimony.
To prepare for
Oh. Gideon claims that Reuben opened the door to the consecration chamber. Let's go back to Reuben.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway, since he was going to handle everything.
Reuben Garment, you did not return to your workstation after the discussion. Gideon ordered you to open the consecration chamber for Mother Miriam. Ordered me? Is that what he told you? Despite his delusions, Gideon is certainly not my master. I did open the chamber, it's true. I apologize for the omission. It's a regular part of our routine that had slipped my mind earlier. Alright. Reuben has amended his testimony. Let's examine open chamber. Good, the statement from Reuben's testimony is now verified for two. Yeah. I can assume that. Yeah. Let's do that. Believer? What does that mean? Faithful servant of Iron Soft, or so he thinks. He knows that cybernetics are a critical part of the one truth.
But they decided to perform this.
So the door was closed until this point. Why did you not close it after Mother Miriam entered? Because I knew Gideon was bringing the coronet soon. The ceremony had yet to begin anyway, so it was still safe to keep the chamber open.
Since Gideon.
What were you working on? I was restoring a ceremonial spear for tonight's mass. It is a magnificent relic. I think Abbot Gregory will be pleased with the result.
When Gideon.
Why did you have to ask Gideon to stop? Why not force him? Couldn't you open the chamber or push Gideon inside? Aside? Interrupting the ceremony would have been more dangerous. Had I opened the chamber, the energy would have been let loose into the workshop. Had I pushed Gideon away, no one would have been controlling the energy gathered within the chamber. In either case, my actions would have resulted in a greater catastrophe. Alright. You know what? I'm going to ask Gideon... I'm going to ask Reuben about this. Alright. That's an interesting... So I'm thinking... Lotan the Envious? Or maybe... Sathanas the Vengeful. It'd be bold to make Lucifer the tutorial demon. Okay. So there aren't any more contradictions as far as I can see. Excellent. I have gone through the fundamental steps of investigating a murder. However, there is much I have yet to uncover about this incident. I should continue to find more evidence, contradict the suspects with them, and try to accuse a suspect. No one will tell me when I am ready to accuse. That is entirely up to my discretion. However, there are no consequences for a failed accusation. Each failure will help bring me closer to the truth of the incident. So if I were to like accuse him, opportunity. Uh-huh. Do I have proof that he wasn't? If I do, I should contradict him with it first before accusing him. During the ceremony, no one was inside the chamber other than Mother Miriam. You're accusing me of sabotage. What could I have done? When could I have done any of this? When could he have done it?
But since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my town.
Gideon thought he heard something during his prayer? That doesn't mean anything. He could have imagined it. Can I look? Are there like logs on here? All I read record? No. Of course not. That would be convenient. Is there a button to see all I can interact? No, there isn't. Ooh. I like that, actually. I have to actually, like, figure it the fuck out. Let's see if my baby brain can manage that.
Meanwhile, we began.
You heard the door open? Perhaps. I think I also heard footsteps. But it's a faint, vague memory, not to mention it's impossible. After all, Mother Miriam can't open the door from within. Ruben was probably working away on some new device or another. I must have imagined it. Oh yeah, I have physical evidence to the contrary.
Since Gideon was going
Contradict. Can I use evidence?
I went back to my tasks.
Yes. There we go. You test my patience, Ruben. Has your memory slipped once more? The door records show that the consecration chamber was opened twice today. Given that Gideon was praying during this time, only you could have opened the chamber. It's true that I opened the chamber again just before the ceremony started. But I had my reasons. Something about the chamber seemed unseemly. Given what happened to Mother Miriam, I feel vindicated in my fears. Tell me what you did in the chamber.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
What were you checking? To perform the consecration ceremony safely, precision is critical. I wanted to make sure that the coronet was placed correctly on Mother Miriam.
Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
What were you working on? Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do we get now? Envy. I figured, yeah. Yep. Can I ask you about that? Me? Envious of Gideon? Ha! Unlikely. His artistry would be nothing without my designs. He doesn't know the first thing about how our implants actually work. All of his work is trite, superficial. Why anyone gives him attention is beyond me. Okay. Opportunity. Present. During the prayer, you claimed to have opened the chamber to check the materials. This was when you sabotaged the ceremony. Wait. Present physical evidence. There was nothing faulty with the coronet itself. Indeed, the craftsmanship was flawless, as was Gideon's performance of the ceremony. But you removed the limiter from the coronet without Gideon's knowledge, which, coupled with the coronet's high amplification, caused an oversurge. Gideon's ignorance may have endangered Mother Miriam, but you ensured that she would die from it. Mother Miriam's death was merely a means to an end. Humiliation of Gideon. You envy your brother's success. You want his fame, his glory.
Ein Sof sees all, Reuben. You killed Mother Miriam to frame Gideon and take him down a peg. With Gideon gone, a daemon whispered that people would finally recognize you for your genius.
I am older than Gideon. My work is better than Gideon, and more important. But no one sees my work. No one understands my work.
Confess, Reuben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
Hey, I did it!
Gideon was Mother Miriam's favorite. She barely knew I existed. When Gideon suggested increasing the ether output of the coronet, I had an idea. I would sabotage the ceremony by removing the limiter. Mother Miriam had no idea what was about to happen to her. I went back to my workstation, waiting for Gideon to close his eyes. While Gideon and Mother Miriam were praying, I reopened the chamber and removed the limiter. When Gideon started the ceremony, I placed the limiter on his table, so that it would look as though his negligence led to Mother Miriam's death.
Aha.
When the oversurge began, I goaded Gideon on by telling him to stop the ceremony. Of course he didn't listen. And so
It's
Mother
cool
Miriam
that the control panel is like an organ.
only that I've been discovered.
Bummer. What now?
And when Gideon was Mother Miriam's favorite, she barely knew I.
Oh, this?
Demonic corruption runs deep within Reuben's soul. Yet Reuben may still be saved. I must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon.
I think I know exactly which one it is.
Ain Suf, guide me. What daemon has possessed Reuben?
Lotan the Envious.
Leave this soul and return whence you came.
That thing looks cool! Holy shit, that's some Evangelion. That's some fucking Evangelion shit.
The power of Ain Suf
Yo.
compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether.
Thousands of years, and you humans never change, never satisfied, always comparing, wanting more. Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better. Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Silence, Lotan. Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive. Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
As you wish, but I'll return soon enough.
God, you're so cool.
Master Lucifer walks among you. Lucifer will open the gates of hell, and at last, humanity will remember its full potential. Until then, Madam Exorcist. Adieu.
I like that the demons are like fucking Saturday morning cartoon villains. It's so good.
Come forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
He's silent and still. Poor soul. Rest, Reuben. Heal.
So,
Sister Ada, you've returned.
what's the prosecution process like for a possessed person? Do you like arrest them, or you go like, oh, they were possessed, it's fine.
I'm afraid
I exorcised the demon.
the exorcism was a success. Reuben's soul has been purged. Unfortunately, the daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to pure innocence.
What? The exorcism shattered his mind?
Oh, fuck.
It's out of my hands. If Ain Suf wills it, maybe Reuben will.
Did I accidentally turn him into a baby?
Please escort this shell to the cryostasis cellar. I pray for his swift recovery.
Oh, fuck.
Gregory,
Hi. Oh, you look evil as shit, dude.
You have saved us all. On behalf of everyone at St. Walburgers,
I don't trust you for shit.
Gratitude.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years. Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately. Detain and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult, as we have visitors arriving hourly. Much like yourself,
Huh.
pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht.
Uh-huh.
Such a shame Mother Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Right.
Ah, yes. The priestess. We must destroy her body immediately.
I'm sorry?
Traces of
Why?
demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
Oh, okay.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot.
Dude, you're so
Miriam is
sus.
a prominent figure and well-loved, with decades of service. We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial. Send Mother Miriam's body to the mortuary for embalming.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take the advice of the exorcist.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary, now.
As you command,
Huh.
Your Excellency.
So, like, you're Lucifer, right?
Holy Father, you are making a grave mistake.
You're, like, absolutely...
Don't worry yourself. All will be well. St. Walpurga's triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of peace and bliss.
Uh-huh.
It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, But surely it was the final remnant.
Surely.
The daemon within Reuben spoke of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon, but the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their...
Bullshit.
Now, please excuse me. This evening's mass requires my attention. We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ein Sof.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then.
Yeah. Funny that.
Let it not be true that Lucifer walks. But if it is, Ein Sof, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
Huh. Hey, this game is really cool. I think we're gonna stop the video there. Hey, if you guys want me to take a deeper look at this and maybe go through the other cases, leave a comment down below. This is cool. I wanna play more of this. So if you want to see more of it, let me know. I just said the exact same thing twice. Oh, do we just go straight back into the game? Right, okay. We're gonna stop there. Hey, if you want to buy this and play it for yourself, there will be a link down in the description. If you want to suggest more games that I should take a look at in the future, leave a comment as well. Please do that, because I'm always on the lookout for cool games to check out and play. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. That's the whole dealio right there. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. And as always, good sleep.